He gave his life to protect the princess, but the alien queen declared, "Not while I still breathe. Rook, you crazy bastard, pull up." The evac pilot's voice crackled over the intercom as the dropship shuddered. Staff Sergeant Evan Rook gripped the harness straps. He punched the override panel. Red lights flashed. Negative. Low alt drop into the district. Now, you're in a kill box down there. Warlord Dravik's drones own the sky. Rook scanned the forward screens. Burning spires clawed the smoke-choked horizon. Tracer fire stitched the air. Princess is pinned in Safe House Delta. We go low. We ghost in. Execute. The pilot cursed. Thrust reversed. The ship dove. G-forces slammed Rook into his seat. His squad, 4 grunts, braced silent. No complaints. They'd follow. Captain Vance cut in on comms. "Rook, that's my last bird. You scratch it, I trade my stars for scrap." "Copy, ma'am." Stars later. Princess first. The dropship leveled 100 meters above the inferno. Hatches blew. Rook kicked free first. Chute deployed late. Wind clawed his tack vest. He hit the rooftop hard. Rolled. Squad landed around him. Enemy fire pinged Ferrocrete. "Suppress left. Flank right," Rook barked. His team poured plasma. Blue bolts vaporized a drone swarm buzzing in. Shrapnel rained. Rook sprinted for the safe house hatch. District streets below boiled with Warlord Kethdravik's coalition thugs. Hulking brutes in spiked armor, loyal to the usurper challenging Queen Saren Vale's throne. Motion sensor pinged. Fire team incoming. 30 seconds. Rook slapped breaching charge. Door exploded inward. Smoke billowed. He burst through. Princess Leora Vale crouched behind an upturned console. Her iridescent scales dulled by soot. Slender antennae twitched. Royal cipher gauntlet glowed on her wrist. "Princess, on your feet!" Rook hauled her up. She weighed less than his ruck. Her compound eyes widened at the human gripping her arm. "Sergeant Rook, the Queen's pact. Talk later. Move." Shouts echoed from the hall. Dravik's fire team rounded the corner. Rook fired from the hip. His rifle spat caseless rounds. 2 aliens dropped. Chitin cracking. Leora drew a slim pistol. Fired precise shots. Third enemy crumpled. "Nice grouping," Rook grunted. He dragged her toward the rear exit. "You trained? Command protocols." She matched his stride. "But your charge, reckless." Standard procedure. Explosions rocked the building. Ceiling groaned. They hit the alley. Rook squad covered from rooftops. "Clear left! Drones, inbound!" Leora yanked her gauntlet. Royal cipher activated. Hollow keys danced on her palm. "What are you?" "Dravik's drone's key on my beacon." Her claws flew over controls. "I reroute them. False targets." Drones screamed overhead. Veered toward decoy signals. Abandoned war mechs in the district. Rook whistled. "Smart, squad. Collapse to us." They ran. Plasma scorched the alley walls. Coalition grunts poured from side streets, bellowing war cries. Rook shoved Leora ahead. "Skybridge. 2 blocks north," she nodded. Antennae flattened against incoming fire. A brute blocked the path. 2 meters of muscle and blades. Rook sidestepped. Planted a boot in its knee. Joint buckled. He drove his rifle butt through its faceplate. Leora covered him. Her shots pinged off armor elsewhere. They reached the skybridge, half collapsed from earlier strikes. Girders dangled over a 50-meter drop to rubble below. "Go!" Rook boosted her across the gap. She leaped. Claws snagged the far edge. Pulled up. Rook followed. Mid-jump, a drone clipped his boot. He tumbled, caught a beam one-handed. Leora reached back. "Human, take!" Her gauntlet locked his wrist. Scales warm, gripped steel. He swung up. Footing solid. Chase closed. Dravik's fire team hit the bridge. Boots thundered. Rook yanked demo charge from his vest. Armed it. Back. 5 seconds. They sprinted. Charge magnetized to the central strut. Boom. Skybridge sheared. Screams cut short as enemies plunged. Rook and Leora slid into cover on the far tower. Dust settled. Squad status?" Rook keyed his comm. 2 down. "Holding LZ," a grunt replied. Breather short. Distant roar built. Dravik's armor column. Queen Saren Vale's voice pierced the net. Imperious. Laced with static. "Sergeant Rook, report." "Princess secure, ma'am. En route to evac.
Your dropship burns.
Pilot ejected. My interceptors inbound. Refueled by Captain Vance's bargain. Rook blinked sweat. Aliens trading airframes? Queen pulling strings? Leora touched her earpiece. Mother. He overrode his pilot. Breached under fire. Carried me. Silence. Saren's tone hardened. Human. You treat my heir's life as your duty. I refuse your corpse as payment. Rook hefted his rifle. Not planning on dying, Your Majesty. Dravik broadcasts your descent. Propaganda claims royal blood spilled. I divert my fleet. Vance lends her guns. Hold. Leora stared at Rook. She weaponizes duty. Never yields ground. Neither do we. He scanned scopes. Armor treads rumbled closer. A coalition tank crested the ridge. Cannon swiveled. Incoming! Rook yelled. Leora keyed her gauntlet again. Cipher hack, reroute their fire control. Tank hesitated. Cannon jerked wild. Fired into its own lines. Rook's squad linked up. Frag out. Grenades arced. Tank brewed up in flames. Evac sirens wailed. Queen's interceptors knifed the sky. Sleek alien craft, void black with veil sigils. Vance's human gunships flanked them. Rotary cannons spinning. Rook waved Leora forward. Double time. They piled into the lead interceptor. Hatches sealed. Thrust pinned them. Missiles streaked past harmless. Leora slumped beside him. Your grit. Humans normalize the impossible. Rook checked ammo. Just procedure. You hacked their net twice. That's extraordinary. She tilted her head. Antennae perked. Collaboration. Queen Saren's face hollow flickered. Princess. Sergeant. Dravik retreats. The pact holds. Rook nodded. Copy. But scopes pinged. Rear scopes. Dravik's ace. Stealth bomber slipping Vance's net. Incoming bomber. Evasive. Interceptor bucked. Pilot snarled evasion. Leora gripped Rook's arm. Mother. Saren's hollow sharpened. Rook, you dove first. Now we pull you both. Her fleet pivoted. Capital ship unleashed. Railguns lanced the bomber. Wreckage bloomed. Clear skies. Rook exhaled. Leora met his eyes. Loyalty sealed, species crossed. Dravik's war horn faded in the distance. Not over. But the princess breathed free. Captain Vance patched in. Rook, you owe me a fleet. Land at base. Debrief. Affirm, ma'am. Leora leaned close. Sergeant. My mother's refusal. She sees your sacrifice as hers to repay. Rook shouldered his rifle. Mutual, princess. We all walk out. The interceptor banked toward safety. War zone receded, but Rook's gut twisted. One last ping on squad HUD. Straggler grunt pinned. Hold vector, he ordered. One man down. Pilot protested. Leora overrode. Queen's command, retrieve. They looped back. Rook dropped solo. Plasma flew. He dragged the grunt aboard. Full team. No sacrifices wasted. Queen's voice closed the net. Human loyalty reshapes wars. Welcome to Vale Space, Sergeant Rook.
He strapped in, ready for the next drop.
Plasma scorched Sergeant Evan Rook's helmet as he dragged Princess Leora Vale through the rubble-choked street. Dravik's grunts swarmed 2 blocks out, their war cries echoing off shattered spires. Rook fired his rifle from the hip. 2 aliens dropped, chitin cracking. Hold fire! Leora hissed. Her command protocols kicked in. She raised her own pulse pistol, nailed a flanking scout. We link with your squad evac point. Rook nodded. Affirm, princess. 50 meters. Move! They sprinted. His squad HUD blared. Enemy reinforcements inbound. Captain Vance's voice cut through. Rook, pickup window closes in 12. Vance out. A shadow loomed. Dravik's propaganda drone buzzed overhead, broadcasting Leora's face to break Vale legitimacy. Rook snapped it with a burst. Shrapnel pinged his armor. Then his HUD flickered. Overrode. Queen Saren Vale's face dominated every squad channel, every battlefield relay. Live feed locked. Their position beamed to her command deck. No escape. Rook cursed under breath. Ma'am, we're exposed. Saren's eyes burned through the hollow. Her voice boomed fleet-wide. Command staff. Eyes on extraction. No diversions. Gasps echoed on open channels. Her officers protested. Treaty violations stacked already. Rook gripped his rifle tighter. Alien Queen hijacking human feeds? Ballsy. Carrier Strike Group Theta. Saren barked. Launch now. Violate no-fly treaty corridor. Cover the human's path. Alarms wailed across Veil frequencies. My queen. Treason. The pact. Execute. Saren overrode. Her flagship shuddered in Rook shared scopes. Fighters screamed from bays, shredding treaty airspace. Rook pushed Leora into cover. Fighters streaked overhead. Alien railguns chewing Dravik's lines. Explosions bloomed. Path cleared 20 meters. Princess, Saren said softer. Feet zoomed on Leora's face. Sergeant Rook risks all. We repay. Leora touched her earpiece. Mother Dravik holds hostages. He broadcasts. Not anymore. Saren pivoted. All wings. Target Dravik's propaganda net. Burn it. Rook's squad linked up. 3 grunts bloodied but breathing. Sarge. Queen's birds buying time. Evac bird inbound? Vance patched in, furious. Rook, what the hell? Vale's queen strong-arming my net. Rook covered a flank. She's trading, ma'am. Watch. Saren's hollow split. Patched, direct to Vance. Captain Mara Vance. Human commander. Vance's feed appeared. Stern. Queen Vale. Your violation ends now. Pull back. No. Saren leaned forward. I trade 3 medical frigates. Full crews, stocked for your wounded, for 1 unapproved pickup window. 9 minutes. Vance paused. Logistics wheels turned. Med ships? Provenance clean? Royal Seal. Delivered to your orbit in 2 cycles. Silence. Enemy fire intensified. Dravik's counter. Rook popped smoke. Laid suppressing fire. Leora flanked, dropped 2 more. Deal. Vance snapped. 9 minutes. Rook. You hear. Earn it. Affirm. Rook hauled a pinned squadmate free. Princess, your mother's rewriting the war. Leora's eyes widened. Human grit under fire. No protocols for that. She fired precise bursts. Sergeant, cover left. Saren's voice broadcast direct. Fleet wide. Then locked to Rook and Leora. Princess Leora. Sergeant Evan Rook. Hear your queen. I vow extraction. Hold 9 minutes. Dravik breaks on my hulls. Human. You dove first into fire for my blood. No sacrifice unpaid. Vale repays loyalty. Rook's gut tightened. Alien monarch vowing to a grunt. Her staff chatter spiked. Treason shouts. She silenced them with a glare-off feed. Copy, ma'am. Rook said, holding. Leora's hand gripped his arm. Trained royal, now grit-matched. She sees you, Sergeant, as kin. Countdown ticked. 8:47. Carriers punched atmosphere. Treaty be damned. Veil strike wings clashed Dravik's air. Plasma trails lit the sky. Rook's team pushed barricade to barricade. Dravik's voice hacked in. Brutal rasp. Veil pretender falls. Human pawn dies with her. Rook grinned under helmet. Not today, asshole. He primed grenade. Lobbed. Blast cleared alley. 6:12. Saren's feed showed her bridge chaos. Officers pounded consoles. My queen. Coalition fleets inbound. Your vow. Silence. She slammed override. Capital ship pivoted. Main batteries charged. Rook squad reaches LZ. Fighters escort. Rook glimpsed it. Veil heavies shredding Dravik's cordon. His boots hit a vac pad. Squad piled into dropship. Leora last. Rook boosted her aboard. Pilot gunned engines. Dust off. 409. Enemy tanks rumbled. Dravik's ace play. Dropship bucked evasive. Saren's face sharpened. Human. You shield my air. Now we shield yours. Rook checked straps. Mutual, Queen. 241. Scopes pinged clean. Veil carriers blotted Dravik's retreat. No fly shattered, but packed held by threads. Pickup window slammed shut. Vance, Rook. Clear. Medships inbound. You owe her a beer. Leora exhaled. Mother committed treason. For us. Rook shouldered rifle. Loyalty crosses ranks. Yours just did. Dropship banked. Warzone receded, but HUD pinged rear scopes. Dravik's bomber slipped net. Stealthed. Incoming! Rook yelled. Interceptor, Vance's bird snarled evasion. Leora gripped his arm. Mother, Saren's hollow flickered back. Dravik retreats. Packed holds, railguns lanced from her capital. Bomber bloomed wreckage. Clear skies. Rook nodded. Copy. But got twisted. Squad HUD. One straggler grunt pinned back there. Hold vector, he ordered pilot. One man down. Pilot protested. Window closed, Sarge. Leora overrode Queen's command. Retrieve. They looped. Rook dropped solo. Plasma zipped. He dragged Grunt aboard. Full team. Queen's voice closed net. Human loyalty reshapes wars. Welcome to Vale Space, Sergeant Rook. He strapped in. Interceptor banked to safety. Dravik's warhorn faded. Not over. Princess breathed free. Sacrifice mutual. Queen Saren watched the feed die. Her bridge fell silent. Officers stared. Treason committed. Air saved. Human bound. Dravik broken, she said. Prepare next phase. Sergeant Rook integrates. Full honors, a staffer whispered. He treated impossible as procedure. Saren nodded. Humans. Humble. Relentless. Vale needed that grit. Rook's voice patched faint. Queen, we all walk out. She smiled. Wars turned on such vows. Captain Vance's shuttle docked Vale Station. She strode to Saren's throne room. Med ships transferred. Your window worked. Saren rose. Captain. Human debts clear? Vance smirked. Rook's squad intact. Princess trained under fire. Call it even. Not yet. Saren gestured hollow Dravik's coalition maps. He hunts legitimacy. Your sergeant broke his play. Vance eyed it. Joint op? Mutual rescue demands it. Princess Leora entered, flanked by Rook. No hiding now. Command protocols evolved. Mother, Leora said. Sergeant Rook requests squad resupply. Rook saluted. Ma'am, Princess, ready for drop. Saren studied him. Practical infantry leader. Risks as routine, extraordinary. Granted, she said, Vale and human. Together. Dravik's shadow loomed. But loyalty sealed lines. Warlord Keth Dravik smashed his console. Hostages freed. Propaganda ash. Vale heir escaped. With human dog. Track the Queen's traitors, he snarled. Coalition mobilizes. Scanners lit. Vale carriers violated corridor. Human logistics traded favors. Dravik grinned fangs. Princess falls next. Human breaks first, but scopes lied. Interceptor ghosted clear. Rook's team whole. Dravik roared. Warhorn blared challenge. Rook checked rifle. Next drop, Princess. Leora nodded. Grit over protocols. Queen's Rook slammed the drop pod's hatch open and rolled into the rubble-choked street. Dust bit his eyes. Rifle swept left. Clear. Right enemy shadows flickered 2 blocks down. Princess. On me. He waved Leora forward. She dropped beside him. Stolen mapper beacon clutched tight. Her iridescent scales gleamed under fractured skylights. Vale royalty, but she moved like infantry now. Low, deliberate. Scouts at 11 o'clock, she whispered. Her voice carried that alien trill sharp over comms. Mapper locked. Feeding lanes. Rook nodded. No time for thanks. Davik's coalition pinned the district. Objective. Punch to the Nexus Tower. Crack their net. By the Queen's carrier's breathing room. Faster routes meant crossfire. He scanned the avenue. Wrecked cargo hauler squatted 50 meters ahead. Hull breached. Treads snapped. Perfect. Cover that beast. Rook sprinted low. Leora matched his pace. Bullets chipped pavement behind them. She thumbed the beacon. Pings lit his HUD. Red clusters marked Dravik's grunts. 3 squads. Heavy suppressors nested in ruins. Rook reached the hauler first. Grabbed a loose panel. Wrenched it free. Used his multi-tool to weld it across the cab's gash. Improvised shield. Next, he yanked cargo straps. Lashed spare armor plates from his pack across the flanks. Push on 3, he grunted. Leora braced opposite. Her 4 arms. 2 for grip. 2 for rifle. Locked in. 3, they heaved. Hauler groaned forward. Treads grinding debris. Rook leaned in. Boots digging Duracrete. 50 tons. Dead weight. His squad. Remnants of 4. Flanked. Laying suppression fire. Clean lane left, Leora called. Beacon data streamed. Enemies flanked wide, avoiding the hauler's bulk. Rook shoved harder. Veins bulged in his neck. Sweat stung. Hauler lurched 10 meters. 20 bullets sparked off the plates. His plates. A round punched through, grazed his shoulder. He ignored it. Reloading. Private Ellis yelled from right flank. Hold, Rook barked. Haller hit a crater, stuck. He dropped low. Scanned. Leora pressed beside him. Beacon humming. Flankers incoming, she said. Your left tunnel mouth. Rook popped up, squeezed off 3 rounds. 2 scouts dropped, chitin armor cracking. 3rd bolted. He pursued, vaulted rubble. Cover. Leora fired past him, clean kill. Rook pounced the last scout. Knee to neck, rifle butt cracked helmet. Enemy twitched, dead. He ripped the comm unit free. Alien rig, but standard encrypt. Hot-wired it to his wrist link. Net chatter flooded in. Dravik's frequencies. Live. Got their eyes, Rook said. Stood, dusted hands. Princess, lanes update. She synced the beacon. Nexus Tower. 400 meters. Short path. Straight avenue, but elevated fire nests. Rook eyed the HUD. Short path shaved 2 minutes. Exposed sight lines the whole way. Leora stayed low behind him, but 1 sniper. No. He pointed right. Long loop. Service alleys. Keeps you ghosted. Her scales rippled. Surprise? Faster risks breach. Protocols say grit over protocols. Rook grinned, echoed her words from the station. We walk out. All of us. She hesitated, then nodded. Beacon pinged new route. Twisting paths, debris walls blocking LOS. Aliens prized efficiency. Humans stacked odds. They shoved the hauler again. Squad fell in. Rook led, comm unit chirping warnings. Dravik's voice snarled through static. Veil whelp with human pet. Crush the traitors. Rook muted it, focused. Hauler rumbled into the alley fork. Narrower here. Good. Enemy drones whined overhead, but alleys choked their scans. Contact rear! Ellis shouted. Rook spun. 3 coalition grunts charged from a side door. Dravik's mongrel allies tusked and hulking. Leora marked them instant. Suppressed. Rook dropped to knee. Fired bursts. First grunt folded. Second lunged. Leora stitched it mid-air, her rifle's alien whine harmonizing with his. Third flanked smart. Rook rolled. Came up firing. Chest hit. Down. Clear. He reloaded smooth. The squad pushed Hauler onward. Leora's eyes, golden slits, locked on him. You treat plasma grazes as dust? Rook shrugged. Shoulder burned, but field dressing held. Normal procedure. She fed next lane, elevated perch ahead. You're right. He nodded. Ambush ready. They ghosted forward. Nexus Tower loomed, a brutal spike of black alloy. Dravik's banner whipped from its crown. Coalition banners below. Fractured houses united under him. Legitimacy play. Kill the air, claim the throne. Rook's comm crackled. Vance's voice patched from orbit. Rook, Queen's carriers inbound. You crack that net. We glass the flanks. 30 mics. Copy.
Executing. He cut link.
Leora crouched beside. Mother refuses your sacrifice. She trades fleets for this. Rook checked mags, not sacrificing, protecting. Hauler wedged the alley mouth. Final cover. Rook vaulted a wall. Scoped the tower base. Guards patrolled. 6, rotating. Mapper beacon blinked. Leora worked silent magic, tagging weak points. Clean shot, she murmured. Window, 3 seconds. Rook breathed steady. Squeezed. First guard dropped. Second spun. Leora's round took him. Squad poured fire. Third guard triggered alarm, but Rook's burst silenced it. They charged. Tower doors buckled under breacher charge. Inside, console banks pulsing with Dravik's net. Princess, jam it. Rook covered the door. Leora plugged the beacon. Alien tech meshed. Hers overrode theirs. Screens flickered. Enemy positions ghosted across the district. Net down, she said. Carriers have window. Rook grinned. Queen's got her shot. But comms lit. Dravik's roar, humans in the wire. Flood the alleys. Footsteps thundered outside. Heavy. Exfil. Rook ordered. Hauler reverse. They dragged her back. Bullets chewed walls. Leora fired one-handed, beacon in the other. Still feeding lanes to Vance. Rook shoved Hauler free. Squad piled on. He covered rear, picking shots. A coalition brute charged. tusks gleaming. Rook sidestepped, drove knife home. Brute fell gurgling. Go! He boosted Leora aboard. She pulled him up. Hauler lurched backward, crushing pursuers. Alarms wailed district-wide. Drones swarmed, but HUD cleared. Veil carriers breached corridor. Human shuttles vectored in. Vance. Pick up hot. Rooftop. 2 blocks. Rook steered Hauler into open avenue. Long path paid off. No nests here. Princess. Mark drones. She did. Rook swerved, crushed 2 undertreads. Third strafed, winged Ellis. Man grunted, kept firing. Hold tight, Rook said. They abandoned Hauler at rooftop base, climbed fast. Shuttle screamed in, bay doors yawning. Leora paused at edge. Sergeant, you chose my life over speed. Rook hauled her aboard first. Squads walk out whole. Shuttle boosted. Below, Dravik's forces swarmed empty streets. Net dark, carriers punching through. But Rook's comm pinged private. Queen Saren Seal. Sergeant Rook, her voice. Regal steel. Dravik pivots to my flank. Your net crack opens it. But he deploys hostages, my loyalists, chained in his vans. Rook's jaw set. Leora leaned in, listening. Mutual rescue, Saren continued. You lead the breach. Veil provides blades. Princess gripped his arm. Scales warm. Together, Rook checked rifle. Hostage vans inbound. Dravik's trap. Copy, Majesty. Dropping now. Shuttle banked hard. Warlord's fangs waited below. Dravik's voice boomed from the transit hub's Vox towers. Princess Leora Veil, step forward. Your human pet lives only if you trade places. Rook hit the deck behind a shattered mag rail pillar. Boots thudded around him. Veil blades fanned out, plasma lances humming. Leora crouched beside him, rifle grip tight. Her scales gleamed under flickering lights. Shuttle engines faded overhead. Hostage vans seal the hub, Rook whispered into SquadNet. 3 o'clock. Low profile. Ellis, Vance, flank left. Veil, blades high. Ellis grunted affirmation. Arm bandaged but steady. Captain Vance's voice crackled. Shuttle loiters. 1 pass only. Make it count. Dravik's coalition thugs advanced, hulking brutes with chain glaives and shock nets. They dragged chained Veil loyalists from armored vans, blades at throats. Transit platforms loomed overhead. Stalled trains dangling like gutted beasts. Propaganda holos flickered. Leora's face, branded traitor. Rook sighted his rifle. Pop, pop. 2 thugs dropped, heads blooming red. Veil warriors charged, lances carving arcs. Scales met meat. Screams echoed. Princess! Dravik bellowed from a raised dais. His war paint-scarred face twisted in a grin. Fangs glinted. 1 clean trade. Your life for his. Walk out, or watch him bleed. Leora tensed. Her hand brushed Rook's arm. He felt the warmth through his armor. Rook keyed his comm. Private to Leora. Stay low. We punch vans first. She shook her head. Eyes fierce. No abandonment. Thugs swarmed closer. A shock net whipped past Rook's helmet. He rolled, fired from hip, another down. But Dravik's heavies pinned the flanks. Veil blades faltered. Loyalists' chains rattled as blades pressed harder. Dravik laughed. Human grit breaks here. Sergeant Rook, drop rifle. Or my blades kiss royal necks. Rook's HUD flashed. Vans locked. Hostages 20. Seconds ticking. He stood slow. Rifle slung loose. Stepped into open. Leora's hiss cut air behind him. Smart, Dravik said. Princess next. Rook pulled the extraction beacon from his chest pouch. Fist-sized. Pulsing green. Vance's 1-shot ticket home. He pressed it into Leora's palm. Her claws closed around it. Run, he ordered. Voice steel. Service tunnels. Platform 5. Beacon calls shuttle. Squad covers. Leora's eyes widened. Scales flushed deep blue. Shock. Resolve. She shoved the beacon back, slid it under his chest armor plate, magnetic seal clicking home. No, she said. You lead breach. Together. Rook grabbed her wrist. Princess. A glaive thunked pillar inches away. Thugs closed. Ellis yelled from flank. Rook! Vans cracking. Dravik's voice sharpened. Time ends. Blades ready. Rook yanked a smoke grenade. Pin out. Tunnel. Now.
He triggered it. Thick white wall erupted, choked the hub.
Coughs. Curses. Rook spun Leora toward service grate, low, rusted. He kicked it open, shoved her through. Go! She twisted mid-fall. Claws raked his arm, pulled, locked him in place. Mutual. Smoke swirled. Glaives slashed blind. Rook fired full auto. Bodies hit deck. He boosted her deeper, then dove after. Tunnel narrow, conduits humming. Echoes chased them. Stubborn royal, he muttered. Rifle ready. Leora sealed grate behind. Learned from you. They crawled fast. Vans boomed outside. Vance's shuttle strafing. Ellis, hostages free. Rally point. Dravik roared through Vox. Sealed tunnels. No escape. Rook checked beacon. Green, fused to his plate. Shuttle pinged lock-on. But tunnel forked. Left to Vans, right to surface. Left, Leora said. Blades need us. Rook nodded. Burst from tunnel into sub-level. Vale loyalists huddled. Chains snapped. Ellis waved them up. Rook, princess. Dan's hot. Dravik's armor, inbound. Rook hauled a loyalist to feet. Move! They charged platform stairs. Smoke cleared above. Vale warriors held line, lances spitting plasma. Coalition heavies lumbered in, void shields flickering. Dravik stood central, glaive raised. Spotted Leora. There! Rook shoved her behind a stalled tram. Fired, shield sparked. Leora leaned out. Rifle barked. Precise bursts. Thug crumpled. You're marked, human. Dravik charged. Glaive whirled. Rook met him. Rifle butt cracked fangs. Dravik reeled, swung wild. Rook ducked, knife out, slashed thigh. Blood sprayed. Alien hot. Sticky. Dravik bellowed, backhanded Rook. World spun. Armor dented. Ribs cracked. Leora screamed. Sergeant! She fired. Dravik's shield 8 rounds. He grabbed Rook's throat, lifted. Princess, trade now. Rook choked. Knife hand pinned. Vision blurred. Beacon pulsed against chest. Shuttle closing. Leora vaulted tram. Rifle butt smashed Dravik's knee. He dropped Rook. She fired point blank. Shield failed. Rounds punched home. Dravik staggered. Traitor spawn. Rook rolled up. Knife plunged. Deep. Twisted. Warlord gurgled. Fell. Silence hit. Coalition broke. Thugs fled. Veil blades mopped remnants. Leora knelt by Rook, claws gentle on his helmet. You breathe. He coughed. Stood. Squads walk whole. Ellis dragged last loyalist. All accounted. Van's dust. Vance crackled. Shuttle touches in 60. Hot LZ. Queen Saren's seal pinged Rook's private comm again. Sergeant, report. Rook keyed it. Leora leaned close. Dravik down, Majesty. Hostages secure. Pause. Then, Princess? Here, Leora said, voice steady. Saren's tone warmed. Rare. Human loyalty saves my blood twice. Veil debt deepens. Rook checked squad. Ellis nodded. Veil warriors saluted. Fists to chests. Shuttle roared in. Bay doors yawned. They loaded hostages first. Leora paused ramp, gripped Rook's arm. Sacrifice refused. They boosted her aboard. Last in. Mutual. Doors sealed. Boosted hard. Below, transit hub burned. Dravik's coalition scattered, but Rook's HUD pinged new. Enemy reinforcements, massive. Saren's voice cut net. Sergeant, larger trap unfolds. My flank buckles. Your breach inspires. Lead combined strike? Leora smiled. Scales bright. Together. Rook checked rifle. Copy, Majesty. Vectors locked. Shuttle banked toward fire. Rook slammed into the bulkhead as the shuttle twisted through anti-air fire. Red tracers stitched sky. Veil carriers dueled coalition dreadnoughts. Plaza blooms lighting clouds. Strap in, he barked. Squad obeyed. Leora beside him, beacon still magneted to his plate. Her claws dug seats. Vance's face filled HUD feed. Rook, you're gold, but Queens ask. That's fleet level. I traded my last favor for this bird. Understood, Rook said. Drop us at breach point. Ellis chuckled. Walking into hell again, Sarge? Normal procedure. Shuttle shuddered. Touchdown in 5. Good hunting. Ramps dropped. Heat wave hit. Battle smoke. Ozone. Veil blades waited. Ranks perfect. Queen Saren towered front. Regal armor etched gold. Her gaze locked Rook, piercing. Sergeant Rook. She extended claw. Grip firm. Equal. Dravik's fall cracks coalition, but warlord successor masses. Hostage ploy was faint. Main force strikes my citadel. Leora bowed quick. Mother. We end it. Sarah nodded, eyes on Rook. Human. You handed Deacon. Ordered flight. My daughter refused. Rook shrugged. Duty. Not duty, Saren said. Loyalty. Veil honor it. She signaled. Blades parted. Heavy cannon sleds rolled forward. Veil tech. Human-sized. Combined arms. Your grit. Our precision. Rook mounted one. Squad followed. Ellis whistled. Fancy. Advance began. Coalition lines loomed. Trenches. Autoturo coalition autoturrets spat plasma. Rook gunned the cannon sled forward. Bolts scorched earth beside him. Ellis, left flank. Suppress that nest. Ellis pivoted his sled. Human rounds chewed turret armor. Veil blades charged beside, claws gleaming. Plasma lances thrusting. One alien vaulted a trench, skewering a coalition grunt. Precision met grit. Leora rode tandem behind Rook. Her claws gripped his harness. Hub ahead! Dravik's banners. Rook spotted it. Central power hub squatted in the ruins, massive conduits pulsing blue. Coalition troops swarmed its base, Warlord's assault team, elite. Dravik himself directed from a raised platform, barking orders. Push! Rook yelled. Sleds roared, blades flanked. Enemy fire intensified. A Veil warrior crumpled, chest ventilated. Rook's cannon barked. 2 hostiles down. They breached the outer ring. Squad dismounted. Rook slapped Leora's shoulder. Beacon ready? Rooftops yours. She nodded, eyes fierce. Not without you, duty, Rook said. Ellis and squad laid suppressing fire. Veil blades carved a path to the hub doors. Inside, conduits hummed. Consoles sparked under sabotage. Rook scanned. Power cores here. Overload it, bury Dravik's push. Coalition shouts echoed from tunnels. Footsteps thundered. Assault team closing. Leora hesitated. Evan. Go. Rook shoved her toward the access stair. Rooftop. Beacon. Now. She bolted. Squad covered her ascent. Rook turned to the core. A throbbing sphere of alien tech. Vents hissing steam. Ellis dragged a wounded Veil blade inside. Sarge, that's Dravik's elite. Hundreds. Normal procedure. Rook yanked open the core panel. Wires glowed. He pulled field kit. Charges. Splicers. Hands steady. He rigged the overload. Bypass safeties. Link detonator. Timer set. Tunnel mouth darkened. Coalition poured in. Armored brutes. Rifles blazing. Rook's squad fired back. Ellis took a hit. Slumped. Sarge. Hold. Rook slammed the last splice. Core whined. Building. More enemies. Veil blades fell. Rook grabbed a fallen lance. Human rifle empty. He stabbed, bashed, blood-slicked floor. Last squadman down. Rook backed to tunnel entrance. Conduits framed him like a cork. He braced. Rifle butt jammed against bulkhead. Body as barricade. Coalition halted. Rifles leveled. Human filth. Dravik claims the princess. Rook grinned through blood. Tell him normal procedure. He keyed radio. Vance. Actual. Grid. Echo. 7, 9, 2, Bravo. Rooftop pickup. Princess inbound. Extract without me. Static crackled. Vance's voice cut sharp. Rook. Negative. That's suicide. Confirm pickup. No arguments. He thumbed detonator. Countdown flashed on wrist. 10-9 coalition charged. Rook fired his last rounds. Bodies piled. Claws scraped his armor. He held. 5, 4, 3. Human! A coalition brute lunged. Rook headbutted him. Cracked visor. 2, 1. Boom. Core erupted. Plasma fireball consumed the hub. Walls buckled. Tunnel collapsed in thunder. Tons of debris sealing Rook in darkness. He slammed against rock. Ribs cracked. Ears rang. Dust choked air. Rifle gone. Detonator sparked useless. Radio hissed. Vance. Rook. Status. Hub down. Dravik's team buried. Get her out. Payne lanced his side. He crawled. Found a glow. Emergency light. Air thin. Rock shifted above. Skylene bloomed outside. Orange fireball lit cracks. Leora made it. Princess Leora burst onto the rooftop. Wind whipped her cloak. Citadel skyline burned. Veil carriers trading blows with coalition dreadnoughts. Plasma streaks painted night. Beacon and claws. She slammed it down. Activation pulse hummed. Signal lanced skyward. Below, hub exploded. Ground shook. Debris rained. Evan. No time. She scanned. Shuttle contrails. Human bird inbound. Anti-air tracers clawed up. Coalition reinforcements swarmed streets. Leora drew sidearm. Fired precise bursts. 2 down. She dashed to edge. Laid cover for the beacon. Shuttle dove. Ramps hot. Vance's voice boomed external. Princess! Bored. Leora glanced back. Hub rubble smoked. Evan trapped? No. He ordered without him. She fired again. Shuttle touched. Marines fast-ropped. Secured perimeter. Leora leaped aboard. Pilot up! Vance ordered. Rook? Leora gripped seat. He stayed. Overload. Vance cursed. Feed switched. Drone view of hub. Coalition forces shattered. Dravik's platform crushed. Victory. But Rook's signal flatlined. Queen Saren Vale strode command deck. Holo displayed grid. Explosion replay looped. Human sleds shredded lines. Blades held flanks. Hub gone. Dravik dead? She demanded. Aide bowed. Confirmed. Coalition fractures. Leora? Extracted. Human shuttle outbound. Saren's claws tightened. Feed zoomed. Tunnel mouth. Rubble. Human form pinned. Unmoving. Sergeant Rook. Her voice steel. Loyalty given. Not spent. She signaled fleet. Divert carrier Vale's fury. Dig site. Full assault teams. No human dies for Vale blood. Aide blinked. Majesty. Lines hold barely. Refusal costs throne. He turned body to door. We turned fleet to key. Carriers banked. Blades mobilized. Rook woke to grind. Rock shifted. Pain everywhere. Air stale. He clawed at debris. Found gap. Fist-sized. Pushed. Radio dead. No light. Minutes? Hours? Scrape echoed. Voices. Veil tongue. Claws digging. Human! Sergeant Rook! He rasped. Here. Claws extended. Veil warrior gripped his arm. Pulled. Rook emerged into dawn. Rubble mountain smoldered. Veil assault team surrounded him. Medics swarmed. One knelt. Queen's command. No sacrifice accepted. Rook coughed dust. Spotted carrier above. Veil's fury. Guns hot on coalition stragglers. Leora dropped from ramp. Ran. Claws checked his wounds. You idiot. Normal procedure. He stood, leaned on her. Shuttle touched nearby. Vance strode out, flanked by Marines. Rook, you crazy bastard. Queen's pulling strings. Traded my next posting for that carrier assist. Saren's shuttle landed. Queen emerged, armor gleaming. She approached, towered. Rook saluted, bloody, battered. She clasped his forearm. Equal. Human. Loyalty crosses. Veil returns it. Leora beamed. Mother sent whole wing. Not for daughter, Saren said. For him. Coalition remnants fled. Lines broke. War turned. Rook nodded. Combined arms. Vance grinned. Next breach? Ellis, bandaged, dragged from medevac, chuckled. Hell yeah, Sarge. Dravik's successor broadcast surrender. Propaganda shattered. Rook boarded Veil shuttle. Leora beside. Queen opposite. Sky cleared. Carriers reformed. Sacrifice forged alliance. Human grit met royal steel. But coalition shadows lingered. Warlords' lieutenants plotted. Rook checked rifle. Normal procedure. Leora gripped beacon tighter as shuttle banked hard. Tracers zipped past. Faster! Vance snapped. Evasive. Rook's grid locked. Explosion rocked hull. Coalition flak caught tail. Alarms wailed. Pilot down, Marine yelled. Leora unstrapped. I fly. Vance stared. Princess. Command protocols. Leora slid forward. Claws danced controls. Veil precision steadied bird. Evan waits. Shuttle dove through fire. Rooftop neared. Beacon pulsed. Touchdown rough. Leora covered Marines. They secured. But no rook signal. Drone feed. Rubble sealed tight. He's under, Leora said, heart clenched. Humans stayed, for her. Vance keyed fleet. Queen Saren. Rooks pinned. Dig needed. Saren's reply instant. Vale's fury en route. Hold. Leora fired on Coalition scouts. He blocks tunnel. We unblock. Marines nodded. Human grit sparked Vale fire. Rook counted breaths in dark. Ribs screamed. Vale's fury clawed into low orbit. G-forces crushed the bridge crew into their harnesses. Queen Saren Vale unstrapped first. Her palace guards snapped to attention. Recovery pod. Load Alpha Team, she ordered. I lead. Advisors hissed protests. Majesty. Forbidden protocol. Execute. Saren's claws flexed. Her voice cut like hull plating. The human held for my daughter. He lives or none do. Pod bay doors irised open. Saren strode in. Guards flanking. Straps locked. Thrusters ignited. The pod punched atmosphere like a spear. Coalition flak bloomed below. Red tracers clawed skyward. Saren monitored feeds. Rooftop beacon pulsed. Princess Leora's position. Rubble choked the tunnel grid. Staff Sergeant Evan Rook pinned beneath. Target Dravik's cordon, Saren said. Precision strike. Pod hit dirt 2 clicks out. Ramp propped. Saren charged first. Plasma lance humming. Her guards fanned out. They elite drilled in palace kill zones. Coalition sentries swarmed from bunkers. First guard fell to her lance. Blue blood sprayed carapace. Saren vaulted debris. Flank left! A guard's railgun chattered. 2 enemies shredded. Dravik's cordon buckled. They expected drones or strikers, not the queen herself. Saren's team sliced through like obsidian. Bodies piled. She smelled cordite and alien fear sweat. Rooftop loomed. Human Marines held perimeter, rifles barking. Princess Leora crouched behind a wrecked drone, claws steady on her carbine. Captain Vance waved them in. Queen, Leora called. Relief cracked her voice. Saren ignored it. Rook's grid? Under rubble, Vance said. Vitals fading. Saren keyed her lance to scanner mode. Tunnel collapse confirmed. Human signal flickered. Weak, erratic. Dig, now. Guards deployed cutters. Plasma torches bit stone. Coalition reinforcements howled in. Warlord Keth Dravik's lieutenants. Ragged but fanatical. They dragged human prisoners forward. Shackled Marines from earlier skirmishes. Halt, Vale Witch. Their leader bellowed. Chitin mask gleamed. 1 step, they die. Saren paused. Her team froze mid-cut. Leora shifted aim. Vance cursed under breath. Dravik's lieutenant grinned fangs. Your human pet bought the princess time. Now trade. All hostages for clear skies, or we glass this rock. Saren's mandibles clicked. She saw Rook's beacon stutter. Human grit kept him fighting death. No debt unpaid. You hold 10 humans. 11 with the sergeant, the lieutenant said. Saren raised her lance. I offer 12. Myself included. Silence hit. Lieutenant blinked compound eyes. Leora hissed, Mother, quiet. Saren stepped forward, lance lowered. Extract Rook and rooftop team. My pod guarantees it. Coalition gains royal hostage. Propaganda victory. Dravik's legitimacy restored. Vance gripped her rifle. Queen, that's suicide. Normal procedure, Saren echoed Rook's phrase from briefings. She'd studied human logs, impossible risks as routine. Accept, insect, or die here, Lieutenant signaled. His troops hauled forward. Saren's guards covered the swap. Marines stumbled free, dragging gear. Cutters whined. Rubble parted. They hauled Rook out, human body limp, blood caked, ribs crushed, pulse thread. Saren's medic knelt, injectors ready. No time, she snapped. Restart him. Force protocol. Medic drove needles into Rook's chest. Charge surged. Human arched. Monitors flatlined, then spiked. Rook gasped. Eyes fluttered. Princess? Clear? Leora knelt beside. Safe, Evan. You held. Bands pulled him up. Move. Pods hot. Saren washed them board. Her guards formed on her. Lieutenant clamped manacles on her wrists. Ceremonial, for show. Coalition skimmers whirred in. Pod launches, Saren said. Ordeal voids. Lieutenant nodded. Thrusters roared. Vale's fury loomed overhead, weapons hot. Pod lifted. Marines and Rook aboard. Leora pressed face to viewport. Saren met her gaze. Claws signed. Live, fierce. Pod vanished into clouds. Saren straightened. Lieutenant shoved her toward his skimmer. Dravik will feast on this. She bared fangs. He feasts on defeat. Skimmer banked hard. Coalition base ahead. Fortified hive. Saren tested manacles. Veil steel. Keyed to her bio. She'd wait. Humans extracted. Debt balanced. But alarms wailed. Fresh signatures on scopes. Human carriers breached outer cordon. Captain Vance's voice crackled on open channel, hijacked from pod. Queen Saren, this is Vance, Rook's stable. We don't leave debts unpaid. Breach inbound. Hold pattern. Lieutenant snarled. Humans, they follow. Saren allowed a smile. Human, normal, endless pursuit. Veil precision met it now. Skimmer shuddered under railgun fire. Human dropships screamed past. Evac aborted, she said. Fight. Guards burst from hidden compartments. Her ace. Stowed in pod. Plasma lances ignited. Lieutenant's troops reeled. Saren snapped manacles. Override code pulsed. She lunged. Lance pierced chitin. For the human who held alone, chaos erupted. Human strikers hammered perimeter. Veil guards carved inner ring. Lieutenant fell, gurgling. Saren seized comms. Leora, Rook. Status? Pod feed linked. Rook sat up, bandaged, rifle in hand. Queen, combined arms? She nodded to empty air. Always. Coalition base cracked. Dravik's remnants scattered. Human Marines dropped in. Vance leading. They linked with Veil guards. Rook limped forward. Leora at side. Debt clear, he said. Extended hand. Saren clasped it. Human grip firm. Unyielding. Mutual now. Explosions rocked horizon. Warlord's coalition shattered further. Propaganda feeds glitched. Queen and human, side by side. Legitimacy forged in fire, but shadows stirred. Dravik's core fleet pinged scopes. Lieutenant's last gasp. Econs. Saren checked her lance. Normal procedure. Rook nodded. Rifle cycled. Leora grinned claws. Vance called strikes. Alliance held. Sacrifice reversed. War turned again. Staff Sergeant Evan Rook ripped the IV from his arm. Monitors beeped protests. He swung his legs off the infirmary cot, boots thudding on the warship's deck plating. Staff Sergeant, you're grounded. The Veil medic's mandibles clicked. 4 arms pinned his shoulders. Queen's orders. Rook twisted free. Human leverage cracked the hold. He snatched his fatigues from the rail. War's not waiting. Sign me out. Bulkhead hissed open. Queen Saren Veil strode in, lance at her hip, iridescent chitin gleaming under the lights. Her guards flanked her, plasma emitters humming low. Leora hovered behind, claws twitching. Human normal procedure, Saren said, her voice cut like hull shears. You wake. You fight. I change it. Rook buttoned his shirt, ignoring the stab in his side. Bandages tugged. With respect, ma'am. My squad's holding the line. Dravik's fleet inbound. I go back. She raised a claw. Guards tensed. No. Your sacrifice bought my air. I repay. Kneel. Rook locked eyes with her. No kneel. But he stood straight. Debt's clear. You said mutual. Saren's facets gleamed. She drew a crystal seal from her belt. Hollow projection flared. Veil royal crest. Pulsing gold. Royal protection charter. By law of the Veil Concord, you bind to Princess Leora's detail. Protector eternal. Death before abandonment. The seal hummed. It latched to his dog tags. Gone since the breach. Nanites etched the crest into metal. Legal ink. Veil style. Irrevocable. Rook flexed his neck. The weight settled. Legal babysitting? My squad? Sealed? Saren snapped. Dravik scatters, but hunts. You shield Leora, or forfeit honor across allied worlds. Leora stepped forward. Her smaller frame mirrored Saren's. Chitin polished, eyes sharp. She held out his dog tags, crest now twin-etched with human steel. Take them, Rook. Her claws clicked shut around his wrist, grip firm, testing. You held the pod alone. Taught me weight turns to strike. Now teach human doctrine, battlefield grit. Rook pocketed the tags. Warmth spread. Loyalty etched in alloy. All right, Princess. Rule 1. Combined arms. Never fight alone. Alarms whooped. Deck vibrated. Saren keyed her wrist comm. Status. Dravik broadcast live. Vance crackled from orbit. Human accent cut through static. Coalition nets. Propaganda hit. Main view screen flickered on. Warlord Keth Dravik filled it. Hulking frame scarred. Tentacles writhing from his core mass. Coalition banners flanked him. Shattered worlds, hostage feeds looping. Vael Pretender, Dravik bellowed. Subsonics rattled Rook's teeth. Your queen flees with human pets. Legitimacy dies. Surrender the air, or watch your hives burn. Hostage vids rolled. Vael civilians chained. Plasma brands searing chitin. Propaganda scripted the fracture. Saren weak. Leora captured. Humans opportunistic scavengers. Saren's lance ignited. Blue plasma danced. He twists truth. Answer him. Rook shouldered his rifle. Medics had stowed it nearby. He cycled the action. Joint pledge. Show the allies. Leora nodded, claws flashing to her own comm. Allied worlds link. Broadcast from here. Vance patched in. Dropships on station. Favor called. One window. Saren faced the pickup. Rook and Leora flanked her. Guards arrayed behind. Human marines visible on split feed. Vance's face stern. Dravik lies. Saren's voice boomed. Crystal seal amplifying. My air stands free. Protected by the one who held alone. Camera panned. Rook raised his rifle. Leora ignited her lance. Synced plasma to railgun hum. Human doctrine joins Vael precision. Leora declared, we pledge mutual rescue. To allied worlds. Join or fall. Dravik's coalition breaks. Dravik's image snarled. Tentacles lashed. Human filth! You bind my rightful claim. Deed cut. Explosions bloomed on tactical overlay. Vance's strikes hammered Dravik's forward pickets. Saren lowered her lance. Pledge sent. Legitimacy. Ours. Rook checked his sidearm. Pain dulled to operational. Allies bite. 3 hives confirm. Leora said. Her facets sparkled. Youth burning to command. Human grit spreads. Deck shuddered harder. Red lights flashed. Breach inbound. Klaxons wailed. Coalition borders. Midships. Saren spun. Guards. Seal sectors. Rook. Princess with me. He grabbed Leora's arm. Pulled her to the hatch. Flank left. Human normal. Improvise. She matched his stride. Lance ready. Teach as we go. Guards carved right. Plasma lances searing borders. Rook kicked a panel. Emergency vents. He boosted Leora through. She hauled him up, chitin grip unyielding. Corridor ahead, coalition grunts swarmed, tentacles whipping blades, Dravik's elite, armored vibroaxes humming. Rook snap-fired. Rounds punched chitin. 2 dropped. Suppressive! Princess! Plasma arc! Leora vaulted a crate. Lance whipped high. Blue fire washed the pack. Screams echoed. Acrid smoke billowed. Flank clear, she called. Claws raked a straggler. Rook reloaded. Breath steady. Good pivot. Vael precision plus human volume. They linked with Vance's marines breaching from above. Human railguns synced with Vael lances. Borders crumpled. Ceri's voice crackled. Midships held. Dravik pulls back, but scopes pinged. Fresh signatures. Dravik's core fleet. Hyper-jumping in system. Massive silhouettes blotted stars. Rook wiped sweat. Leora at his side. Lance cooling. Saren joined. Guards bloodied but intact. Debt mutual, Saren said. Clawed hand on his shoulder. Charter holds. Warlord comes full. Rook nodded. Rifle up. Normal procedure. We hold. Leora grinned, fangs sharp. Together, Vance's dropship screamed inbound. Allied pledges lit comms. Hives mobilizing. But Dravik's flag burned bright. Hostages screamed on subchannels. The real fight brewed. Saren checked her lance. Princess learns fast. Rook sighted the breach. She'll need it. Shields buckled. Borders poured anew.